Some vegetables such as mushrooms, asparagus, spinach, and cauliflower are often mentioned in gout discussions because they contain moderate amounts of purines, which can understandably create confusion and unnecessary fear. From a strictly biochemical standpoint, these vegetables do contribute purines that are ultimately metabolized into uric acid. In people who already have high baseline uric acid levels, impaired kidney excretion, or very frequent gout flares, consuming extremely large portions of these vegetables every single day could theoretically add to the total uric acid burden. This is especially relevant when these vegetables are eaten alongside other risk factors such as dehydration, alcohol intake, high fructose foods, or large amounts of animal protein, all of which compound uric acid production or reduce its excretion. That said, the negative effects of these vegetables are often overstated or misunderstood. Large population studies consistently show that purines from plant sources behave very differently from purines found in animal foods. Vegetable purines are far less strongly associated with gout attacks and in many cases show no clear association at all. One reason is that vegetables come packaged with fiber, antioxidants, potassium, vitamin C, and polyphenol, which may actually help reduce systemic inflammation and support uric acid excretion through the kidneys. Unlike meat or seafood, vegetables do not stimulate the same metabolic and inflammatory pathways that tend to amplify gout risk. However, this does not mean they are completely free foods for everyone. When consumed in unusually high volumes, for example, very large daily smoothies packed with spinach, repeated mushroom-heavy meals, or excessive asparagus intake, they can still contribute to overall purine load, particularly in people with very sensitive urate balance. Another factor to consider is cooking and preparation. Mushrooms and spinach, for example, are often eaten in concentrated forms such as sautés, soups, or blended drinks, where portion sizes can easily become much larger than intended. This concentration effect can quietly increase purine intake without obvious warning signs. Additionally, some individuals report personal sensitivity to certain vegetables, experiencing joint discomfort or mild flares even when overall diet quality is good. While this is not universal and not strongly supported by large-scale evidence, individual response matters in gout management, and ignoring repeated personal triggers can lead to unnecessary flare cycles. Despite these cautions, eliminating these vegetables entirely is generally not recommended and may be counterproductive. Avoidance can reduce dietary diversity and fiber intake, potentially worsening insulin resistance and weight control, both of which are major drivers of gout risk. The real danger lies not in normal culinary portions, but in extreme, repetitive intake combined with other dietary stressors. A diet overly focused on a narrow group of foods, even healthy ones, can create imbalances that matter more for gout than any single ingredient. A more protective strategy is moderation and variety. Rotating vegetables, mixing leafy greens instead of relying on spinach daily, and balancing meals with adequate hydration can significantly reduce any potential risk. Paying attention to flare patterns, keeping overall purine intake reasonable, and prioritizing whole, minimally processed foods matters far more than fixating on individual vegetables. In summary, while these vegetables do contain purines and can contribute marginally to uric acid load when eaten in excess, they are not major gout drivers for most people. The greater risk comes from overconsumption, lack of dietary balance, and combining them with higher-risk foods and lifestyle factors.